Hello, everybody. I'm Jackie K. Cooper here with
Amber Howell.
And this is Tell All Tuesday.
It is.
And we don't have a movie to talk about because Amber didn't go to the movie.
Sorry.
She's still waiting to see Deadpool
and
Wolverine.
Yeah, the plan is to see it this weekend. Knock on wood. Nobody hold me to that. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
We'll see. Like I said, it's going to be one of these days she's going to come and say, oh, I got all the way to the movie theater to see Deadpool and Wolverine, and it wasn't playing.
And it's going to be my fault.
And it's because it's been 3 months since it's been out.
How long has it been out?
Oh, it's been out about
3 weeks.
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been that long?
Maybe a little bit shorter.
Huh.
But no, it came out before It Ends With Us.
Yeah, because were they back to back?
Alien.
Did you see Alien?
Somebody wrote in and said, Amber never heard of Alien.
I haven't. Did you see that one?
Yes.
Was it good?
It was okay. It was average. Wasn't even that scary.
Oh, really? Is your review up?
Yeah.
You guys can watch his review about Alien.
I mean, Terry sat through it.
And she doesn't like scary stuff.
When she went in, she said, okay, I'm going to get you situated, and then if it's too bad, I'm just going to leave and go find something else to watch.
And she sat through the whole thing?
She sat through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't that scary?
No.
Oh, thought it would be.
Yeah.
But one thing I wanted to talk about was I had mentioned to you that Gina Rowlands died, which you didn't.
Oh, from The Notebook.
Yes, from The Notebook. But I put something up on Facebook and everything, and I've had so many people saying, yes, I met her when they filmed Something to Talk About in Perry. Did you know they filmed a movie here?
With her?
Yes.
Something to Talk About?
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Dennis Quaid.
Are you serious?
Julia Roberts.
In Perry?
In Perry.
Where in Perry?
At the Ag Center.
Really?
Yes.
That's news to me.
I cannot believe.
When did that come out?
I don't know.
It had to have been before I was born, right?
When were you born?
98.
Yeah, probably was.
I'll have to look it up though.
But yeah, listen, I went out there, I thought, I'm going to go out there and be an extra.
Were you an extra?
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
You're in a movie?
Yes. But you can't see me. You can't see me. We're in the movie. I think somebody shows horses.
Oh, okay.
And so we're all sitting in the
That's still exciting.
arena.
But
you've never done a movie thing. You've never done.
No, I've never been on set.
Okay. Movie making is the slowest thing in the world.
Yeah, I believe it.
I mean, we went out there at, I think, 10 in the morning, got all set up in the arena, and sat there, and sat there, and sat there, at 8 o'clock that night. I mean, seriously.
They started filming?
Well, they would come out and just do it, and then they'd come back and say, hold on, we got to do something else, and they'd go off and...
Oh, my word. So it took from 10 to 8.
It took forever.
How much do you get paid being an extra? Like a minimum wage?
It was...
Not even?
It was peanuts.
Yeah, I bet.
But all I remember is, everybody and their brother was there.
Everybody in Perry, it was like the number one thing to do?
That Kisa, your aunt,
yeah,
I think she was there.
So everybody was there. Yes. Everybody in our little town was there.
Since I posted this thing about Gina Rowlands, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I met her."
That's so funny. Did you meet her?
No.
Jackie.
I know.
That feels like something that you would have.
Julia Roberts was there. I've interviewed Julia Roberts 100 million times. I didn't see her.
Do you like Julia Roberts?
Yes, like her a lot.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. Good. That's good to know. I like that. I like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just the most tedious thing.
Yeah.
Ever.
I believe it. I believe that.
Now, I've told you that they did a thing in Macon on Martin Luther King. I think it was his story. Yes. And they filmed a movie of him there, and I was in that.
You were like on screen?
I was on screen.
You had some screen time?
I had some screen
Did you
time.
have some lines?
No.
Oh, you were just your face?
Just my face.
Okay. Good.
I was the assistant mayor of Montgomery.
Oh, nice.
And not long ago, Sean found it.
Found the movie?
I found my scene.
Found your scene? I need to see that. Can you send that to me?
Seriously.
I want to see that.
But I thought I had told you all this.
No, you've told me a lot of things today that I've never heard before.
But it was filmed in Macon, Georgia, and it was supposed to take place at night.
Mm-hmm.
So they put this tarpaulin, like they cover a football field when it
A tarp?
A tarp.
I call it a tarp.
Okay, a tarp.
Is tarp short for tarpaulin?
I think so.
I didn't know that either.
No. But anyway, they covered the house with this huge tarp
Uh-huh.
so that it would look dark.
Okay.
Except it was 198 degrees outside.
Oh, yeah, I bet that was brutal.
And they couldn't run any air conditioning because of the sound.
And you were sweating. And
I sweat like a pig.
Yeah.
And it was Cicely Tyson was Mrs. King. I can't remember. Paul Winfield was Martin Luther King. And they would go over and dab Paul Winfield's face. Then they'd go and get Cicely Tyson's face, and they'd be all these other people, and they'd come over and they went.
To you, they were like, get it together.
Just
dripping.
Right, perspiration dripping off of me. But I can't believe I haven't told you the story. But I took my friend Bob.
Oh, Bob. I know Bob.
You know Bob. But my friend Bob, who I called him up and I said, hey, I've been invited, because somebody called me and said, would you like to be part of the movie?
So you were
film?
asked.
Yeah, I was asked. And I said, can I bring a friend?
Oh, I have heard this before. I've heard this. I think.
Yep.
Tell the people, though.
But so we go up there, and Bob, who said, okay, I'll go, like he wasn't interested at all.
Uh-huh.
And then we get up there, and they cut our hair,
Uh-huh.
because it took place in the 50s.
Uh-huh. So you had to look the part.
And they gave us a little wardrobe to put on. And so, but they go out there and they say, okay, when the phone rings, you pick it up. They're talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Pick it up and hand it to Martin Luther King.
Uh-huh.
They go like,
Uh-huh.
the phone rings.
Uh-huh.
Bob grabs the phone.
Did they yell at him that wasn't his job?
No, they let him do it.
They let him do it?
They let him do it.
He took your
He
spotlight.
took my phone.
I would be mad at him for the rest of forever.
So anyway, then they broke for lunch. And so we go out and we're sitting out there, and Bob said, they don't like me. I said, what do you mean they don't like you? He said, they don't like me. And I said, they're barely talking to us. Why do you think they don't like us? He said, I'm too short. He said, they don't like short people.
Why did he come to that conclusion?
So anyway, so we go back and go inside. No, they come out to get us.
Uh-huh.
And they said, okay, we're getting ready to refilm, finish up the scene. And I said, okay. We got up, and they said, no, we don't need you.
Talking to you?
To Bob.
Oh, to Bob.
And so I go back in, and they say, where's the other guy? And the guy who streets, he said, we don't need him. He's too short.
Too short. Oh my gosh.
But then they changed, and they said, it throws it off, and we need him. And so he got to come in.
So what was his job?
But the only thing that ended up in the movie
Was him picking up that
was
phone?
his hand.
Oh, so like you couldn't even see his face.
You don't see his face.
You
just see his hand get. But you
That
see
could've
my
been your
face.
hand. Oh, your face was in there though.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, I'm
least-
standing right in one scene. I'm standing right in between Paul Winfield and Cicely Tyson.
I need to see this. I need proof.
It's there. It's there.
You gotta show it to me.
We're good. I know Sean sent it to the documentarian.
The documentarian.
Yes.
Wink, wink.
But yeah, I keep thinking that was, I don't know how many years ago. Perry is a great place to shoot a movie.
Yes.
Why don't you do something about that?
I think
with
there's
City Hall.
I think there's been a little talk.
I have talked to the mayor. I will tell you this. I have talked to the mayor about that is something that needs to be done. I know when a movie comes to town, it inconveniences a lot of people.
Sure.
Because you have to block off streets and do all this sort of stuff. But the money that comes in.
Oh yeah, it generates a lot of revenue for the local economy.
Yeah, and they just shot the new Superman part of it up in Macon.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Macon has been having a lot of
Yes,
movies filmed there
yes.
recently.
Yes.
Go Macon.
But I really, I did think, that Perry needs to get into that.
I agree.
And you have all this influence.
I'm so important.
Go down to city council and demand that be done.
I have so much power. Of course, I can do that.
Not as now I want to talk about.
Switching gears.
I know you haven't started on your reading yet because you read at the beach.
I do read at the beach.
But when you go to Hawaii,
I can read on the beach.
did you hear that Hawaii was having earthquakes?
Oh, don't tell me that. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Recently?
It was on the news today.
What island?
It did say.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do some research.
Well, I mean, for serious, you can look that up.
Oh gosh. Okay.
But anyway, I love to read.
Mm-hmm.
But I am getting tired of this thing of I will read a book and I will get to the end and it doesn't wrap anything up.
I read your Writer's Wednesday review.
That was James Patterson and Mike Lupica on Hard to Kill.
Mm-hmm. Who you love.
Who I love. But they're both good. They were good combined. They're both good independently. But I get this book and it's about an attorney and she's defending this guy against a triple murder. And I think, oh, I love courtroom scenes in the middle. And it starts and I'm reading it and I'm thinking, come on.
Get to it.
Get to the trial. Come on, we got to get to the trial.
Never happens?
Never happens.
So you were
and
disappointed.
it's setting up the next book.
So you don't learn anything in this book.
There's one little thing that is solved, and all these other things that are not solved.
Set up for the next book.
I mean, if they were to say part 1 of 3 books,
then that would make sense.
That would make sense. I'd know what I'm reading. This did not say anything on it about this is part 2.
Yeah, that would bother me too.
It drove me nuts. You know, because I usually, I love to read, and so I'm usually happy with what I see. But don't do that to me.
Yeah. Write up a strongly worded letter. You need to let them
I read
know.
a strong review if you read that thing.
Yeah, you did.
I was like, I picked this book not because it was good, but because I wanted to see how disappointed I was in it. I was just typing
away. I can see it now.
But it does say, just be courteous and say, part 1.
Yep.
Part 2.
Be clear.
That'd be like going to the movie and not knowing there was going to be a second half.
Yeah. I didn't know that with The Strangers. Is that what it was? The New Strangers?
Yes,
There's multiple that are supposed to be coming out, but it was so bad that it's probably not going to get the green light.
Well,
I'm mad about that.
But again, it drives me crazy that you haven't been to the movie that much, but they are advertising Wicked.
I've seen that when I went to see The Trap. I saw it.
Yeah. Looks so great, so great. They don't tell you that it's the first half of the movie that's coming in Thanksgiving.
Is it coming this year?
First part is this Thanksgiving. Second part is next Thanksgiving.
That is ridiculous to me.
I think so too.
That's ridiculous.
I can't imagine that you're going to go and be halfway into the movie and it ends.
Yeah.
And then you say, oh, well, that's all right. We'll just wait for next Thanksgiving.
No.
And Kevin Costner had that Western, Horizon, an American Saga. And it was supposed to be 4 chapters, but at least they advertised it that way. But the first one came out in July, and they said the second chapter was coming out in August. Well, the one that came out in July didn't do enough business.
So there's not another one coming.
So they haven't released the second one, and I don't know if they ever will or not.
Come on, people, get it together.
Think ahead.
Think it through. What PR person gave them the green light on all this?
But also, there are so many shows like Stranger Things that still hadn't seen the light of day for its final season.
Don't remind me. I get fired up about that.
How many years has it been now?
The last one came out in 2022.
Now that over 2 years and counting, because it's not going to be out before the end of this year.
No, it won't. It'll be out probably at the end of next year, which is unfortunate.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
But you've got that. You've got Virgin River, Sweet Magnolias, Lincoln Lawyer. All these, they're just somewhere backing up, waiting to be seen.
What's happening? Why can't we get
Why
a move on?
are they being released?
Yeah.
they're just going to release everything at the same time.
Yeah.
That doesn't show good planning
No, I agree.
on anybody's
Especially
part.
Stranger Things. Get on it, Stranger Things.
What about your Walking Dead?
Well, that's over.
Well, don't they have something, a spinoff though?
They do, and I've never watched those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but the basic Walking Dead is over.
That's over. That ended in 2021. That ran from 2010 to 2021. That was 11 years.
Did
I do the math?
10
Did I
from
do that right?
21 is 11.
11 years.
But
that was like prime TV.
that gets us back to where we started. Walking Dead was filmed where?
Atlanta.
Yeah, was it Atlanta or
Atlanta and surrounding areas like Sonoy.
Sonora?
I don't know how the locals say it.
Okay.
And Noonan and Jackson and Atlanta.
But that brought a lot of money into, because
it still brings money into the economy.
you have been there
Recently. I went this year to
Yeah.
Sonoy to see where the filming locations were, which I've been a million times, but there were still people there doing that had never done it before. And I asked a local ice cream shop, because I got ice cream while I was there, if they saw a lot of people coming from all over the world still to see Woodbury, which was in The Walking Dead.
Was the town in The Walking Dead?
And she said, yes, we get people all the time that are coming through here to see The Walking Dead 3 years after it has ended. So
That's amazing.
it is.
But it does make an impact.
Yeah.
It does. Well, that brings us full circle back. But this has been Jackie K. Cooper with
Amber Howell.
And this has been Tell All Tuesday.